Hi, my name is Kaanderson. I'm a student at High-Tech High Media Arts, and I'm hoping to become a biomedical engineer. Ever since I was a kid, I've always found experimenting with medicine and working with people really fascinating. But because this has always been my dream, I've never gotten to work with computers. So I went totally away from something I was familiar with and decided to base my project on HTML coding. I took this project as an opportunity to get better at something I've never worked with before and to hopefully broaden my horizons to future possible careers. One thing that influenced me to start up coding was this one quote I heard about following paths that life has set up for you.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path.
That was a quote from Steve Jobs, and while I do find Steve greatly inspiring, there's just one thing about that quote that I don't like: the insinuation of a path or road. I've always kind of been a wild child and never liked the idea of a paved road. Even as a kid, I often went off the beaten path and broke a lot of rules. But, as Steve said, some paths are flexible, and working with computers recently has made me realize that not all paths are bad. Through Code Academy and other online tutorials and resources, I followed the very linear road to help me figure out what I was doing while using HTML. Through this extremely pattern-esque teaching style, I became capable of expanding my path and completely crazy feats of accomplishment. Even I, who was never raised around computers, got to finish some really awesome things. Could you imagine what someone who's been around computers all their life could accomplish? I've actually been doing more research into the future of coding and technology and saw that tons of people are onto great things. Even in the present, we're capable of turning everything on our screens into miles of code with just a few clicks. My only regret with this project was not starting it sooner in my life. If technology is always moving forward, why wasn't I? Now I know better. I'll never forget this experience.